Guys, Willie here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the all-new 2023 all-wheel drive Acura RDX A-Spec.
And huge thanks to Ken and Brandon at Regal Acura in Lakeland, Florida for making this review possible. They have an impressive dealership. I'll leave a link to it below, and if you're looking for a new premium vehicle in the Florida area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out, and ask for Brandon.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the RDX has been Acura's compact luxury crossover SUV since 2007. The third generation RDX that you see here was released in 2019, facelifted for 2022 last year, featuring a different grille, larger air intakes in the front bumper, a new rear bumper with different exhaust tips, and enhanced standard and optional tech features such as standard wireless Apple CarPlay, but mechanically basically unchanged for the facelift. For 2023, also basically unchanged, completely unchanged from 2022. We still get the 2-liter turbo mated to the 10-speed automatic transmission, available either in front-wheel drive or an optional $2,200 all-wheel drive, available for all three trim levels, cranking out 272 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque. There are three trim levels for 2023, starting with the base price of $41,550, coming standard with Acura's dual eye LED headlights, blind spot monitoring, wireless Apple CarPlay, and a panoramic moonroof. You can upgrade to the Tech, which starts at $44,200. Now we get Acura navigation, an ELS Studio premium audio system, a premium leather interior, and wireless charging pad. The A-Spec is the top of the line 2023 RDX with the base price of $47,200. Here we have everything we would get from the Tech, plus a sport appearance, suede trimmed interior, and LED fog lights, with a base price of $47,200, plus the optional $2,200 all-wheel drive system that we get here. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So up front, you notice your black grille for the A-Spec trim, all black trim surrounding it. We get the Acura dual LED headlights with the LED daytime running light right outside. Larger front bumper air intakes, that's for 2022. For the facelift, and LED fog lights available for the A-Spec trim level. Hopefully you get a good idea of the airflow for the radiator up top and intercooler down below. We can take a step back. Hopefully you get a good idea of the front styling here for the 2023 RDX. The hood, I kind of like those angled curves that we get. It helps you point this vehicle in a straight line on the road, and also helps the front styling quite a bit. The wheel and tire setup, this is the A-Spec trim again. We get these 20-inch rims wrapped in Goodyear Eagle RSA all-season tires. The dimensions being 255, 45, R20. So the 255 wide tires should help with the power down. We get all-wheel drive here, but even with front-wheel drive, the 255 wide tires should also help. And the 45 series sidewall should still be thick enough to keep the ride quality nice and soft. Hopefully you can pick up this white metallic paint. It's a $600 option on this RDX. It's the only option that we get, but it is a beautiful color. A-Spec badge right outside. Black trim for the lower door panel trim, plastic cladding for the lower rocker panel area, but no plastic cladding around the wheel wells. The mirrors have an LED turn signal on them, two-tone contrast, body color in black mirrors, black frame around the glass itself. Massive glass fills up the entire frame, no blind spot monitoring on the glass. The blind spot monitoring is right inside the mirror in the interior. 4-door smart access, the window trim is all blacked out B-pillar, blacked out C-pillar, and hopefully you can get a good look at the moonroof right up top, shark fin style antenna. The rear wheel and tire setup is the same thing, only difference is a smaller brake caliper. I kind of wish we had painted brake calipers for the A-Spec trim, but I'll take a step back. Hopefully you get a good idea of the side profile that we get here. Out rear, the gas cap, it should be a push to open. We'll take a look right here. Yes, push to open gas cap, easy fill. I'd recommend throwing 93 or premium fuel into this turbocharged 2-liter engine. I know Acura says you could throw 87, but that's their minimum rating. I'd recommend throwing premium fuel. You can see the LED daytime running light for the taillight, halogen turn signal, but we get LEDs for the reverse light. A-Spec badge in the lower left corner, Acura badge in the center, RDX super handling all-wheel drive. Full rear parking sensing. We don't get a 360 here for the top A-Spec trim. I kind of wish we did get a 360, but front and rear parking sensing and a really good resolution for the backup camera are also appreciated. I like the angled exhaust tips, how they flare outwards. Pretty aggressive rear diffuser. We'll take a squat back here, start this 2-liter turbo up, and hear how she sounds. All right guys, that was the sound of the 2-liter turbo sold by Acura for the 2023 RDX and it sounds okay for the exhaust, but it actually sounds pretty decent in the induction. I'll let you guys hear that once you take this car out for a drive. Cranking out 272 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque, made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission, available either in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. You can expect 0 to 60 between 6 to 6.5 seconds, depending how good of a launch you're able to get. But what you see is basically what you get. I appreciate the hydraulic struts. We can shut this hood down, take one more step back, get a good look at the front styling for this 2023 RDX A-Spec, get a good look at the side profile. As far as the interior, let's take a step inside and really check it out. Again, smart access for all 4 doors, premium touch. Up top, soft touch materials, suede for the center, contrast stitched in red. I'll turn these headlights off so the car is not beeping at me. We get ELS Studio 3D sound system, the top of the line audio system outlined in aluminum, and it sounds really good. Aluminum door handle, really good resistance with it too, outlined in some more aluminum, faux aluminum, carbonized material outside. 2-person memory seats, 4-person auto on touch, no power folding mirrors, but they're 4-way adjustable, trunk release, additional speaker down below. Hard plastic for the bottom portion, not a big deal though. Massive storage, you'll fit a foot long with no problem. Probably a 12, 16-ounce water bottle right to the side of it. Aluminum illuminated A-Spec nameplate as we step inside. These seats are beautiful. Suede for the inserts, leather for the outside, heated and ventilated red and black contrasted seats. Solidly bolstered too for a luxury car. Fully adjustable 4-way lumbar control. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide the seats. But taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So foot on the brake, see how it says Acura as we step inside. Foot on the brake, engine start stop, and everything fires right to life. But the first thing we notice is this Acura steering wheel. Reminds me a lot of the BMW M wheel, except we get a flat bottom here. Very thick rim, even up top, red contrast stitched, fat 10-2 bolstering notch, perfect inserts for the 9 and 3. Perforated leather too for the 9 and 3 area and this bottom corner area too. Aluminum outside this A-Spec badge. Acura area is rubberized. Horn, aggressive sounding horn. People should definitely be getting out of your way, and we get dual pane windows up front. Steering wheel adjustments include volume and skip controls. Beneath that, voice commands. You can return and use your apps at all times. Turn off your media if you'd like to for one reason or another. On the right side, your infotainment adjustments, cruise control, lane keep assist, and your radar cruise control right outside of it. Speaking of the infotainment adjustments, right now we're looking at speed/distance unit standard, sport gauge settings that you see when you're in sport mode. We'll start this review off in normal, transition to sport, just see what the differences are. Safety support, minimal, seat belts, super handling all-wheel drive torque distribution, tire pressure, maintenance, turn by turn because we do get navigation here standard on the A-Spec trim. Above that, current speed, digital speedo, and a trip computer. You can alternate between trip A and trip B. My personal favorite to look at all times probably be this all-wheel drive torque distribution. The TAC, very high revving for a turbo 4-cylinder. The red line's about 6,800 RPM. We'll see if it shifts that high, but that is the red line. 160 mile an hour speedometer. Fuel gauge on the right side, coolant to the left. Aluminum paddle shifters too, high quality touch, auto headlamps, auto high beams, fog lights, but no auto rain sensing wipers, unfortunately. To the left, you can turn off your parking sensors, 360 sensing, traction control, brake hold, and our electronic parking brake. We don't get an auto tilt and telescoping steering wheel. That would be nice for a top RDX trim. You can take a quick look at your aluminum outline pedals. The dashboard is all soft touch material. It's not leather wrapped, but it's a soft touch padded plastic. The infotainment screen is not a touch screen. It's adjustable with this trackpad, which has this leather pad where you can rest your hand on top of it. Speaking of the adjustments though, we can continue offline. Take a look at this navigation screen. The response, decent, not the best, not the worst, can't complain. You can return by pressing this return button. Check out the home screen by pressing the home button. We have navigation, phone, Sirius, FM, system updates, smart shortcuts, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. Both are wireless. Acura Link, Alexa, AM, radio, hotspot, messages, navigation, phone settings, all can be adjusted through this screen. If you want to use this outside trackpad, it adjusts the screen to the right, where you can see your music, beneath that clock, and navigation too, all adjustable through this trackpad beneath. My personal favorite screen to look at all times would just be the navigation, so we will leave it right there. Beneath that, volume and skip controls, hazards, dual zone automatic climate control, heated and ventilated seats. Dynamic mode, we can see the adjustments right here. We get snow, comfort, normal, and sport. We'll start the review off in comfort, transition into sport, and just see what the differences are. Beneath that, our gear selector for the 10-speed automatic transmission. We can take a quick look at the backup camera, put this thing into reverse. Decent resolution for the backup camera, guidance lines and trajectory, and we get front and rear parking sensing. Different views For the camera, include this wider view, this over-the-top trailer hitch view, but my personal favorite would be just leaving the original screen, so we will leave it there. Throw it back in the park, and we return right back to our original screen. Underneath, again, we got the trackpad. The areas where your knee will often hit are all leather stitch trim, contrast stitched with red stitching. Underneath the trackpad, we also have a wireless charger that we get for the tech package and up, a 12 volt and a USB-C port right outside. Overall, the storage down here is also pretty impressive. You take a quick look at the center cubby. Outlining this aluminum material, you can open it up, 2 cup holders. You'll fit a 12 16 ounce in here, 16 20 ounce right behind it. USB-A port and decent storage pocket right behind that. The armrest is gushy soft red leather with black contrast stitching. The center console space, not the most, but I would expect you to fit probably 2 1-liter bottles of soda in there. So not the best, not the worst. The center cubby area, also outlined in soft rubberized material with some faux carbon aluminum trim up top, suede Alcantara, red contrast stitching. You can open up the glove box by pushing this button. It's damped, lined with felt, and we have 2 tiers of storage. The first tier, I'd expect you to fit probably 10, maybe 12, 15 license plates. Beneath that, probably 10 to 12 license plates. So decently spacious. I appreciate the 2 tiers. Frameless auto-dimming rear view mirror, 3 garage home link settings on it. Sunglass holder 2, nice. The interior lights are LED. We can open up this shade and moonroof. See how far the glass opens up. The shade stops, but we'll open up the shade fully. Cool, the moonroof opens up pretty far. See if it goes any further. It does. Wow, past the front row, really wide opening moonroof. We can poke our way out of here. Beautiful day today in Lakeland, Florida. Sunny and 80 degrees according to this 2023 RDX. We can shut this glass right up. We'll leave the shade open so when we hop out back, you can get a good idea of how much light is brought into the cabin. That's about it though for the front seat. We can take a quick look at this window sticker, see any features that I may have missed. For this 2023 RDX super handling all-wheel drive A-Spec, the platinum white pearl exterior, red interior. That platinum white pearl is the only option we have here for $600. Base price with the all-wheel drive at $49,400. After the platinum white pearl, $50,000 even after an $11,995 destination, $51,195. Again, standard features though, you can pause, take a look at everything we have standard on the RDX A-Spec, top of the line A-Spec. Fuel economy solid, 23 mpgs, 21 city, 26 on the highway. That's about it though. We can put this sticker right back, take a step out to the back seat, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the material. So out rear, up top, soft touch material, suede Alcantara with red contrast stitching beneath that. This middle portion is still soft touch, surrounding this aluminum speaker grill for the ELS 3D sound system. Cushy soft red leather armrest, auto one touch for the mirror, or for the window, I apologize guys. Hard plastic down below. You can fit a massive bottle in there, probably a big gulp, with maybe a 6-inch sub if you stack it up vertically behind it. The rear seats, same color pattern, just a lot less bolstering as the front seat. Still perforated with suede Alcantara in the center. And the legroom, I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings. And I still have plenty of space, easily 6-7 inches of knee room, just about as spacious as the new CR-V. Headroom, I got at least 3-4 inches. If you're under 6'4", 6'5", I'd expect you to fit back here with no problem. We get air vents, no third zone climate. That would be nice on a top trim RDX, but we still get air vents. That's appreciated. 2 USB-C ports, mat pockets behind both of the front seats, and 2 speakers that blast directly in your face. Interior light, can't turn it on. It's probably controlled up front, but I'm sure it's LED. It was LED up front. Ton of light brought into the cabin thanks to this massive panoramic moonroof. That's about it though for this back seat. You take a quick look at the center cubby. Gushy soft leather, really soft. I wasn't expecting that, but you'll probably fit 12, possibly 16-ounce cups. Wouldn't expect you to fit a whole lot more than that. We can take a step out back, check out the cargo space in the trunk, and take this 2023 RDX out for a drive. So underneath this Acura badge is a button to open up this tailgate. And first thing I noticed, the step-in is really low. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, guys, and my knee is like an inch below the step-in. So if you have older or smaller pets, they'll have a very easy time hopping back here. And the overall height, very tall for a compact SUV. The floor itself is actually pretty large for a compact SUV. Some secret storage, we'll check it out. Very solid sized cubby for the secret storage. I'd expect you to fit 2 backpacks in there. You can remove this tray too and have some more overall cargo space if you don't need a flat floor. We have some openings in the wheel well cutouts to help you out with grocery bags so they're not flying around. If you fold these second row seats down 60-40 split, I'd expect you to fit a 65, 70-inch TV back here. I'm very impressed with the overall amount of cargo space. You can shut this trunk right up by pressing the button. Gives you a couple seconds so you don't got to worry about getting duped in the head if you have grocery bags in your hands. We'll take one more walk around of this 2023 Acura RDX A-Spec with all-wheel drive. It is a beautiful SUV around the $50,000 price point. You get a lot for the money. Performance-wise, let's take it out for a drive and see what we got.
All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the 2023 Acura RDX A-Spec. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impressions, just like the new CR-V and the new Civic, the steering feels very on center and direct. It has a decent weight to it too. Running over that bump, ride quality feels good. No wheel spin on the dirt. So the all-wheel drive system is probably doing its job. We haven't really stepped in the gas yet, but we'll see what we got going on. Yeah, just normal mode. The steering feels very good. Let's make sure we're in normal mode. We're in comfort mode. And even in comfort mode, steering feels very good and direct. We'll throw it into sport, check out these paddles at some point. But for now, just taking a step out here, lean into it a little bit through this twisty. Woo! Yeah. Nice. Oh. Very quiet too. Steering feels good. The body roll is limited. Nice. Yeah, a road like this, we need sport mode. See how it feels in sport. Immediately downshifts you. Steering feels a little bit heavier. Try these paddles. Rev match downshifts. Woo! So when you put your foot to the floor, it automatically sends you to the lowest gear possible to get maximum performance. The turn, yeah, the steering feels a lot better in sport. And still, when you hit the bumps, very soft and compliant. Really good balance between luxury and sport here. Kind of reminds me of something you would get from BMW. That's probably the closest comparison I can think of to this SUV. Probably an X3 with a 2-liter turbo engine, of course, not the B58 3-liter, but with a 2-liter turbo X3 and an M Sport package. This is comparable. Like, body rolls are like basically non-existent. I like that rumble you get in sport mode. I hope you can pick it up on camera. It kind of reminds me of a Subaru Boxer engine. All right, guys, we'll take a step out here. Try it out in first gear. Oh no, it defaults you into second for some reason, but on the gas. There we go, that's first gear. Woo! Wow. That thing launched my camera back. Got big twisties coming up. Oh, brakes feel nice. Throwing it in, it's so sharp feeling. Oh, good torque. My gosh, this is a sporty feeling luxury SUV. Nice. We drove the front wheel drive A-Spec last year. It didn't feel anywhere close to this planted. I can see what Acura means when they say super handling all-wheel drive. Holy crap. All right, guys, taking a step out here, we'll try it out in the S transmission mode. Second gear on the gas. Woo! Okay, so it shifts for us around 6,500 RPM. I didn't think it would give us all those revs, but that's still pretty high revving for a turbo engine. It feels so good through the turns in sport mode. We got a school bus in front of us. Definitely no reason to do anything crazy anymore. Take it out of the S shifts, throw it back into normal mode. Not comfort mode, just regular normal mode. The steering still feels sharp and direct. The transmission keeps us in our overdrive gears, but not like crazy. And the interior is just so ridiculously quiet. We have the dual pane windows up front, which helps keep the road and wind noise basically silent. And we have this 3D Studio ELS sound system, which sounds absurd. And thanks to the sound isolation, it makes the sound system sound even better. We'll slow down a little bit, try an acceleration off the line. Nobody's behind us. Normal mode. Do a little brake torque, and let's go. Oh yeah. Oh. Nice. Yeah, see, in normal mode, it does downshift you very eagerly. It doesn't do so in sport, but oh, through the turn. Feels fantastic. Overall, guys, if you're looking for a luxury sport SUV, but you don't want to spend over 50,000 bucks, this is a great way to go. You're doing 0 to 60 around 6 seconds. The interior is like 7, 8 out of 10 luxurious. Like, you're getting serious levels of luxury in this interior. The performance is there. The looks are also there. I think this looks better than an X3. Maybe not with the M Sport package, but compared to a regular X3, I prefer the styling for the RDX, and the handling is comparable, especially with the A Sport package. If you're looking for a luxury, sporty SUV, looks good, loaded with tech, but you don't want to spend over 50K, I would definitely recommend checking out the 2023 Acura RDX. And check out the A-Spec. Definitely the best looks and only a couple $1,000s of a premium compared to the tech. And a big thanks to Brandon at Regal Acura in Lakeland, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new premium car or SUV in the Lakeland, Tampa, Orlando area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Brandon, and huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you guys, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you'd like to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.